Yeah. So we're just going to sand this head. This was put on the brooch about 2 years ago, I believe it was. So we know it's pretty straight. And just going to sand it up real quick. Well, I say I put that on the brooch. It doesn't look like I did. Maybe that was the John Deere A I did. I've got so many of these things I can't remember what I've done. But that's not a grind for my brooch, so I guess I was wrong on that. But we'll see how it cleans up. Yeah, we fill these things up with diesel fuel. Nothing's running out. What oil's down here is because I was washing in the combustion chambers. But I did do these valves a couple years ago. I did not cut this face. I thought I had, but I got looking it over. I hadn't. That was on a John Deere A that I cut. But anyway, everything's all sanded up. We're going to dump this out, blow it dry, get our last 2 studs in, and we'll be ready to put this on. Okay. Get that bottom one on. And I put this on without mentioning it, but the smooth side of the gasket goes towards the block. The rolled crimped edge that rolls over goes towards the head. And that's pretty much standard on all head gaskets, or at least any of them I ever worked on. Huh. Beautiful.
This right here is also a good time to show why that long one is important to have it in the middle, because the oil galley on this head
right here goes onto that stud, which I've got to go wash this up. And then your lead goes out here. They do not give you leads anymore. This tractor, you can see what's left of the leads down here. Because of environmental reasons, they chose, or health reasons, who knows, they chose not to put them in. But we've got a bunch of copper gaskets here. And we got the right amount for the head gaskets, and I assume they're the right size. So I'm assuming, unless there was something down here with the head, which I didn't see, nope, that's nothing down there. So we'll see if these will fit on there and do any good. They really should be a bigger diameter, but that's what they're for, is to put on under there, and it seals up in case there is any water leaks. But unfortunately, copper doesn't crush like lead, because the lead will actually get driven into the threads and seal the threads. This stuff here won't amount to nothing. It's just there. Call it, you know, head nut lubrication, because it isn't going to do anything else. It's not going to really seal anything. But I was very careful on sealing those studs when I put them in. Put John Deere stud assembly sealer on them. So them should be good. I got some washing to do. I got to wire wheel these nuts and stuff, and wash the ones that don't have paint on them up. And I'll be back and we'll torque this head down. Okay, so we got this head on. We torqued it, starting in this one right here in the middle. Went to 50, and then we alternated. Went up here, down here, up here, down here. We just kept alternating back and forth. We went up to 50, then we went up to 100, and or 96 was it?
96.
96 we went to. That was actually what they give for a actual amount. So we put our push rods in. We've got a little bit of the ultra slick on the ends of the push rods. And now we're going to very carefully fit the rocker arms on. And they should slap right together just like that. And we'll have to work that up easy with the nuts, which we'll wash up here in a minute. I'll bring you back here in a little bit and we'll have this all done. Okay, I got ahead of myself a little bit. You got to make sure that this is setting in here when you do that, so that we can get this fitting here down on the bottom, which with somebody watching it probably, oh, look at that, it did start, I think. Maybe it didn't, maybe it's just spinning. Yeah, it's a difficult, all these things are a pain in the butt to run with. Yep. Or you're just trying to back it up till it snaps. Yeah. Charlie's got fingers an inch longer than mine, so.
Oh, that's cross-threaded. Come on.
If you can't start it, we can loosen that head bolt up. Did you get it started?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so cross-threaded that first time, and then didn't want to continue with that.
Anyway, we won't put these clamps on, of course, because you'll be forcing stuff. We'll pull that rocker in with the 2 bolts, and then we'll put these hold downs for this, and then we'll tighten up that actual fit in all the way. So anyway, that's something I almost forgot there. I would have figured it out here in a little bit, but yeah, so that goes in there. That's going to be the lubrication. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, we've got everything all tightened up. We've got the rockers tightened. Rocker oiler's been tightened on. This oiler nut down here has been snugged up. We've got these valve lash set at 20. We just rocked the flywheel ahead. You can still move it side to side, but there's no play. It's 0 lash right now. And I will show you how you check your timing if you've had an engine apart. Is you come down here where it says left-hand exhaust. This is on a John Deere B, and an A is the same. There's your little prick punch mark. Actually, I think they did it with a drill, but I'm not sure. And that has to line up, and if you get right down here, boy, it's close. It says it's got to be within an inch, and we're within probably, 1/8 of an inch probably, if you get down there square. So we are in time, and this side here has been adjusted. This side here has not. We'll roll it over. You can see the jam nuts on up. And we'll adjust them with a feeler gauge down to 20. And what we'll do is we'll put this side here till this side is in valve overlap. And then we'll know both these here on the back side of the cam circle. And we'll adjust them. Then we'll roll it a little bit and stuff. Just make sure that everything stays the same. And we'll be ready to put the rocker cover gasket on, and that'll just be on there till we actually get it running, and we'll do a retorque on the head. And then while it's hot, we'll do another valve lash setting, and we'll do that at 20 while it's hot, because it's supposed to be done when it's hot. I don't think they change much. I've never had them change much, but they may change when you torque the head. You might gain a couple thousandths there. But realistically, you know, all this iron's heating, all this iron's heating. I mean, if it all gets up to 180 degrees, you know, I know steel might expand a little more or a little less than cast iron, so there probably is a few thousandths difference, but I don't know, it makes a whole lot of difference. I've done a lot of stuff cold and haven't worried about it. Roll that over a little bit, Charlie, there, so we make sure that, yeah, see, we're on that side there. These here are both loose. Go ahead a little bit. More. Yeah, this here is just rotating, but it's not going out. So anyway, I'm going to have Charlie take the camera, and I will set these, I guess, and see how it's done. And got to find all the wrenches. So anyway, put your feeler gauge down there. Roll that in. It's kind of a feel thing. Just get it so it's just a little bit of drag, because right now, you know, you're going to tighten stuff up here and it's going to change it a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Just a little bit of drag is all you want. Yeah, perfect. Now that one there's got to go in because it's looser than a goose. There we go. Oop. I might actually tighten that up just a little. If it falls out on its own, it's probably, yeah, it's got to go
too loose.
a little too loose. Oh, just a skosh more. There we go. Now that'll hold that right there. We'll tighten it up. Beautiful. Valve lash set on both of those valves. Perfect. I like it. And yeah, we'll put the rocker cover on now. And the main part of the engine will be closed up except for putting the governor and the crankcase cover on. So then we'll do the intake. Well, everybody, I had a weak moment today. You know, I sold my skidder back, oh Jesus, 10, 12 years ago, and I've kind of always regretted it. So anyway, got another piece of machinery for the farm. It's a 1989 Franklin, and it's an automatic, and it's pretty good shape. Oil pressure could be a little higher, but got a lot of hours on the motor. 453 Detroit, and it's a pretty nice machine. I drove it around before I bought it. Reasonable. I mean, I bought it for what a couple set of chains would cost, so. And it's got a new set of chains on the back. It's pretty darn near new. And anyway, yeah. So anyway, we'll get that going here when mud season's over. I'm not gonna drive it around the farm this time of year because all you do is make a damn mess. But anyway, that's it for today. We've got the rocker cover on that B. We've got the front pedestal nuts loose. We didn't take it off because we'll do that later. But we wanted to make sure we could get them off. And they all came out. Put a couple back in just to hold it. And tomorrow probably we'll work on the water outlet and the governor, manifold, stuff like that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.